Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at Filecoin, seeing what's going on. We're going to reverse our, well, not reverse, rather, we're going to close and remove these current reversed fibs and double check a few things. But just quickly note before we get started, 1.272 for the win, strong rejection level there. That's exactly why you don't just close out your fib levels and keep drawing new ones. You can use older fib levels that have been reversed if all-time highs or more recent highs have been broken. So that's essentially what we did there. But now that that's been reaffirmed as a resistance, we'll just go ahead and put this guy up here and make sure we understand generally where the price could go if it were to pull back. Okay. So generally speaking, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button, comment below if you could help grow the channel, obviously. And then what we're going to do is look at some backend data and kind of see where we're at here for liquidation levels. Quickly to note too, I want to say congrats to a lot of community members. Thank you so much for the awesome feedback as well on these trade signals. But we've been crushing it and killing it. AVAX, Filecoin. Nice job there, Soren, for that nice Filecoin long there. Near protocol, of course, Graph, and then near protocol again. But we've been seeing some nice profits here recently with our SCI trades and Algorand trades. So if you want to be part of our trade signals, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below, check that out. Actually, I have a trading academy as well, so you have to watch those videos if you're going to be considering a membership, just because it's super, super important for you to get not only the mindset of how I think, but just in general, help develop your own mindset. That's the whole point of being a good trader, is to be sufficient, not codependent. All right. Anyways, talk about that later. Let's go ahead and go into the Filecoin here and see. These last 7 days of trading, we can see just tons of liquidation here. I mentioned do not short this coin numerous times, and I don't know why people don't listen, but there we go. 1095, some absolute wreckage there. So as you can see here, not a lot of shorts entering the market now. What do you know? They're a little gun shy. Finally, took long enough. Anyways, that's kind of where we're at there for liquidation, just kind of letting us know we got some late shorts at $12. If we take a look at the last 12 hours, we can probably see a slightly different scenario. It's going to be a little more concentrated, but now longs are getting liquidated too to the downside. Well, this isn't all that dramatic. Again, you got to take profits, folks. You shouldn't be getting liquidated at all. You should literally be just taking positions, taking your profit and closing your positions, or leaving some left and, of course, adjusting your stop loss higher. That would be a case in point where this liquidation is okay. Right? But once more, you got to be controlling your trades, not just hoping for the best and walking away from them. So daily time frame, let's talk about this. I mean, most coins, including this coin, are extremely bullish. Yeah, there's no other way around it. All moving averages are below the price action. Stochastic RSI swinging up. We can see MACD doing well, of course, still continuing further up. So it is plateauing, of course, but that's generally normal. But we haven't seen that shift in dynamic yet. We can also see here as well that RSI maintaining 70-ish, plus or minus, and then of course money flow index high. The key takeaway here, folks, is this guy right there. High MFI leads us to believe this next stochastic swing to the upside should be great. Okay? And what I mean by next stochastic swing is just that this is our second swing to the upside in the last few weeks. This one should have carried a lot of weight, which it did. It liquidated tons of accounts and effectively destroyed a lot of shorts. So that really just implies that the price action might cool down a little bit. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to see the price take off, but you could argue that it's already done so, right? So generally speaking, Filecoin has tremendous potential to go up, not just from a fundamental standpoint, but technical standpoint here too as well. So taking a look at the 4 hour, of course, this is very natural for coins to kind of progress downward after they've increased like this. We do have this interesting little flag pattern here forming, which could effectively break to the upside. Now, I've traded some flag patterns here recently, and they've worked out fairly well. SCI being one of those. And a lot of them are different scenarios, of course. That was more of a longer-term macro bull flag. But this one being on 4 hours is pretty positive. So this could very well mean we get a bounce or a pivot off this 0.236 level and continue higher. We could also see a bounce off the most recent high here too. And that would be a cause for consideration for a long. Obviously, you want to wait a little bit to do this. But for lack of better terms here, that's a positive sign. What isn't positive is, of course, stochastic swinging down that's concurrent with the price action pulling back. Traditional RSI, money flow index, all hanging out here at the 50 to 70 mark. Okay, so these are good things, but generally speaking, not great things. This MACD is trying to diverge, but hasn't yet either. So oftentimes what you'll see on a bull flag pattern breakout, such as the one that we're seeing here, you'll see the MACD coming down, doing one of these, taking everybody out, thinking it's going to diverge, and concurrently the price does one of these. Screw you, see ya. That's why I call it an MACD-FU, because the price takes off. So generally speaking, we could presume the price will continue higher here soon once it finishes this channel. A lot of times those channels will pivot and bounce off most recent highs though. So we're getting close-ish, but we're not quite there yet. Okay? So just some things to kind of think about. Is it a guarantee this is going to happen? No, but with all this volume right here at about 10.2, it would seem sensible that 10.2 to 10.8 would be somewhat of a bouncing point for us. Let's take a look quickly here at the hourly and just confirm where we're at here on the cloud. This is, again, another one of those opposite situations where we can see the lagging span is soon to intersect with the price action, essentially telling us that we don't want to consider a long position. That's the funny thing about flag patterns. They have a tendency of giving you a lot of invalidations, but it's just a pattern itself, right? And the reason why is because obviously the price is digressing. It's showing that it's losing momentum. Okay, so while bull flag patterns are nice, if you don't have complementing factors, it doesn't make a ton of sense. So to me personally, I don't feel comfortable taking a long position here at the bottom of this channel, so to speak, without confirmation. So again, confirmation for me would be the a few more hours, or more so a few more days, confirming the price action can hold this level. I know that defeats the purpose of the bull flag, but generally speaking, conversion line being above the baseline, that is positive, and we're above the cloud, but we're really soon to intersect here. And this to me is like one of the more important ones too. When you see the lagging span intersect with the price action, it's really a good sign to consider taking profits. Because honestly, no matter when you got in, just say you got in at 10.2, you're still up by 8%. Why are you greedy? Why are you still holding this trade if you are up anything more than 10%, on a 1-to-1 ratio? And why are you doing that? I don't understand the logic. People seem to think, and this is just a very common occurrence in cryptocurrency right now, where people see other people on social media posting how phenomenal they are with a 100x leverage trade that's 10,000% return because they bought in 5 months ago at the lowest point possible. You know how much they're going to be eaten up in fees by taking those kind of trades? It's not worth holding on to, folks. So again, if you're just leaving money on the table, it just doesn't make a ton of sense. So anyways, this is telling us that you should have taken profit by now. While the price could very well shoot up from here, it's still statistically probable that the price will continue to pull back as well. We're starting to see some signs letting us know we're losing momentum. Again, I'm not bearish on this coin at all. A good trader doesn't attach themselves to a bullish or bearish mindset, but we can recognize the overall trend is up, right? We got that. That's true. But the initial downtrend is down. Okay. So however you want to figure that out for yourself, it's up to you. I'm not telling you to sell and just run for the hills. But if you are in profit, you may want to consider taking some profit, letting the rest ride, adjusting your stop loss higher to ensure if it comes back down, you walk away in the green. That's really what it boils down to. If you're not doing that for yourself, you keep consistently losing, maybe you want to try to calibrate and change your mindset. My trading university does that for a lot of people. We have a lot of graduates here recently that have done very well. So congrats again to my community members for that. And congrats to them using a phenomenal exchange too. Highly recommend Bitunix, link down below, no KYC or VPN required. Be sure to check them out. They are awesome. They've been great to us, and you get some really sweet rewards if you use my link. I hope you have a great rest of your day, either way you look at it. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next video. Take good care of yourself.